walking out. My God, these stories just break your heart, but also fill you with hope and joy. So maybe I'll be the comic relief, okay? So, Christ, I mean, as John said, I could go on about a million stories, a million things that my heart problems caused me to change, ways it caused me to change. I'm a little nervous. Ways that it's caused me to change my life, the way I eat, the way I think, and to, I guess, most importantly, appreciate every single day of my life. So anyway, when Pete and Amy asked me to come here, I didn't have to think for 1 second, because it made me immediately get the feeling that I got the day when I found out I had to have heart surgery. It's a surreal thing. It doesn't seem like it'll ever happen to you, but it does. It happened to me, and it's happened to a lot of folks we know, and that's why we're all here to support each other. I don't have anything profound to say about this subject. Everybody said so many incredible things here today, but I'm just so very grateful to be a part of this support group. And, I want to spread the word about this. We need a bigger awareness of this issue because it affects so many people. There's a lot going on in the world that's kind of screwed up, but this is something that the people, we're in this room right now talking about it. We're having a conversation about it. This spreads, it gets bigger and bigger. The more you talk about it, the more people know about it, the more people get involved. And it changes. Awareness is what it's all about. Let's see, what else I should have taken notes, or written notes, but I didn't. But let me see. I'll tell you, okay, I can tell you how I found out about my bad heart. We were getting ready. We had just finished our third record, and we were getting ready to go on tour. And back then, we went on tours that were like at least a year long. So everybody would have to get a physical because there was a lot of money involved. A lot of people had to be employed to go out on tour. So we had to make sure everybody was, in good health. So I went in. We were rehearsing in LA, and I hadn't been feeling all that great. I had nothing major wrong with me, but I kept feeling like a little sick, just not up to par with the other girls. And they were partying way harder than me. This is the early 80s, remember now. So I went to get my physical, and he said, Gina, you have a heart murmur. But, don't worry about that because tons of people have heart murmurs, and it doesn't amount to much. He said, so I'm going to put this monitor on your chest while you're rehearsing this week, and, we'll see what's happening. So I'm at rehearsal with the girls, and I get a call, and they say, it's your doctor on the phone, and immediately I felt sick to my stomach, because that was kind of weird for him to be calling me, and I got to the phone, and the nurse said, you need to come in. And I dropped the phone and got weak in the knees because I knew something was wrong. And we were getting ready to go on a big tour, and I knew this had to do with my heart. I mean, your heart, oh my God, they're touching my soul, it's scary. So anyway, I went in, I told the girls, and everybody dropped their instruments. We all hopped in the car and drove to Cedars-Sinai, and I went into my doctor's office, and he pushed a plastic heart in front of me, and he took a pencil out and started. I immediately fell backwards and started shaking, and they came in and had to give me a shot. I mean, this is how scary it was for me. I talk about this now, and I can still feel that. I mean, it was the most frightening thing that ever happened to me in my life, I think, besides maybe driving with some people that I know. But back then, what a horrible, scary thing. And so I can totally empathize with folks. We may have had different things that messed with our heart, that affected our heart, that put us in a spot that scared the hell out of us. Well, I'm one of those people, and like I said, it's all different, but it's just important to talk about it, It's important to talk about it because then the word gets bigger and bigger. That's all. I mean, that's really all I can say about it. And I was a lucky person that I made it through my heart surgery. And the funny thing, John, when I was waking up was I was in intensive care, and they, of course, had all the tubes up your nose, down your throat, in your chest, all, And I remember feeling somebody shaking me, and I started crying. My eyes opened, and it was my brother. So I thought, well, if I died, I'm in heaven. And if I didn't die, I'm still alive. So, sorry. But it still deeply affects me talking about it. So I really get it, you guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful to be here to talk to you guys today. And let's just keep on fighting the good fight and getting the word out there and supporting each other because it all matters. It really does. Thank you very much.
Why, Gina has a question.
I got so emotional there, but you know what? I just sat down and I said, Gina, you forgot to talk about the healing power of music. Yeah. Oh! Yeah, the healing power of music. I mean, the thing that kept me going when I was laying in bed and I was holding this like little balsa wood with a towel wrapped around it, because every time I had to move, I'd press it up against my chest. It hurt so bad. And all I could think about is get better so you can get out there and get on tour. And that really pushed me because I couldn't wait to get out there and play. I knew it was gonna be good for me, gonna be good for the girls. The fans wanted to see the band play. And it caused me to get up out of bed and go into the studio and start playing drums like a week afterwards. And it's so funny, you feel like your chest is just gonna rip open. I don't know how they do all the surgeries nowadays, but mine, they cut me, my big 8-inch, right? Really frightening. And I always thought, and when I first took a shower, I thought it was gonna like rip open, and oh, here I go getting scary again. Anyway, music is a wonderful thing. It makes a difference. It's important. It helped me get better quicker. You listen to a song and it puts you in the mood you need to be in. And so it's all, the arts are powerful and we are powerful.